Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel today. We've been tracking the latest courtroom chaos with Eric Martin, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint. From missed orders to repeated bond violations, we've seen it all. And now it's time to break down exactly what this all means for him and his family. So grab a seat, buckle up, and let's dive in.
All right, this is 242448 SM, the People versus Eric Martin. Mr. Martin, can you tell me your name?
How much Roman cystic that's what you're wondering.
Okay, I recognize Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin, it's my understanding that Mr. Coots, an attorney, defense attorney, attempted to meet with you to go over your rights and that you did not want to meet with him. Is that correct? Yes or no?
Well, at first I did, and then I kind of changed my mind. I'm still in the sense of not giving you guys the fraudulent presumption that you got jurisdiction over me when you don't.
Hold up just for a second. Look around. Take it in. See exactly where you are and see exactly where she is now. Jurisdiction locked in plain as day. And let's not pretend I'm gloating, but remember when Eric Martin first got hauled in for that bond violation? I called it months ago. He doesn't recognize this court's authority. So tell me honestly, was anyone really shocked that he ignored the order? And now here we are back at square one with him behind bars.
That's why I don't want to take him, but
So no.
I'm going to get kind of French too because
I'm going to mute you so I can tell you your rights, Mr. Martin. I need you to listen. So here are your rights. You've been brought to court on an allegation of a bond violation. Specifically, you currently have a domestic violence case pending at this court in front of Judge Slavin, and on that case, the complainant is Kirk Martin. There was a no contact provision, and that was one of the conditions of bond. And there is an allegation that on December 14th, so just this weekend, that someone called from the residence of Kirk Martin and indicated you were in the home. And the officers alleged that you were, that they checked and that you had bond conditions out of this court saying you weren't to be near him. And that you were taken into custody, for violating your bond conditions of no contact with Kirk Martin. These are allegations, at this time. But they're serious allegations in violation and no contact provision. So do you want me to enter a plea or do you just want to ramble about jurisdiction? I'm going to ask you to unmute so you can answer my question. Officer Ziegler, I'm sorry, can you unmute? Mr. Martin, you have options, so you understand that's what you're here on. You can plead guilty, not guilty, or you can say nothing, and I'll enter a not guilty plea on your behalf. So to the allegations that you violated the conditions of your bond for purposes of arraignment, how do you plead?
first I want to notify crimes. Before I get to that, I want to notify you crimes committed against me in the jail here since I've been here, such as criminal harassment.
Okay, I'm going to enter a not guilty plea on your behalf.
I'm not going to talk
because your answer is non-responsive.
Violating my First Amendment right, freedom of speech. And this whole bond order condition, it violates my due process right to be free at my house, which is based on an unsupported lying allegation by my brother. Therefore, this is all violation of my due process rights. The bond order should have never been done. This is all unconstitutional. The case should be dismissed, and I demand to be dismissed. Now.
You can stand here and flap your arms, waving your I demand to be released in one hand and __ in the other, and sit there thinking one of them's going to magically fill up, but reality check, neither of them is going to work. You are in absolutely no position to demand your release. The court already dealt with that request, and it didn't go your way. And that should tell you something. Yet here you are again showing the exact same pattern over and over. You have demonstrated time and time again that respect for this court is completely foreign to you. that following even the simplest of court orders is beyond your capabilities, and instead of taking responsibility, you just rant and ramble like a grown adult stuck in the mindset of a 50-year-old toddler, so the only thing that's actually going to be dismissed today are your tantrums, your incoherent protests, and your endless attempts to rewrite reality, while the court stays rock solid ignoring every word you say, because actions have consequences and your history has made that crystal clear.
All right, so sir, you have a right to a hearing on this matter. You have a right to receive written notice of the violation. You have a right to plead guilty, not guilty, or stand mute. I've entered a not guilty plea on your behalf since your response was non-responsive. You also have a right to contest the charges at a hearing. You do have the right to the assistance of an attorney at all subsequent court proceedings, and you can change your mind at any time, Mr. Martin. You have the right to have that lawyer appointed at public expense if you are unable to afford an attorney, and it's always possible that if the court determined you were able to pay, that you would be required to contribute to that cost. If you continue to proceed without an attorney, you would give up your right to a lawyer's assistance. We will set the hearing. I'm required to set that hearing on that violation. If you are in custody, we must hold it within 14 days of the arraignment, which is 14 days from today, or the court must order you released pending that hearing. If the alleged violation is based on a new criminal offense, that is basis for separate criminal prosecution, I don't have any knowledge that that's the case here. The court could postpone the hearing for the outcome of that prosecution. You have a right to contest the allegations against you. You would have a right to have the evidence against you disclosed. You'd have the right to present at the hearing, or to be present to present evidence, to examine and cross-examine witnesses. The court would only consider evidence that's relevant to the violation, but it need not apply the rules of evidence except those pertaining to privilege. The prosecuting attorney would have the burden of proving the violation by a preponderance of the evidence. If you pled guilty, you'd be giving up your right to a contested hearing. And while this case is pending, you could be, the most severe violation is you could be held pending the hearing, and if found guilty of this violation, you could be held while this case is waiting for jury trial. So those are your rights, Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin, I understand your sovereign arguments. I mean, it's fine. You can make them. I've heard them before. Everyone at this court has heard them. But here's the thing. I can't have you, if there is a no contact order and you continue to violate the no contact order, I can't let you out. Because you're not listening, and I know you don't think you have, because you don't.
You're literally sitting here acting like the system is against you, when in reality you're right in the middle of your own due process as we speak, and yes, that includes following the conditions you agreed to when you got out on bond conditions you failed to follow, not once, not twice, but multiple times, and let's be real, that's exactly why they're not about to hand you a PR bond like it's candy at Halloween. Your own repeated failures and complete disregard for the rules have sealed that deal, so every time you open your mouth, whining about being treated unfairly, it just highlights the fact that the system is working exactly the way it's supposed to, and the only person creating problems here is you.
Okay, well, this is in accordance with the Constitution, and okay.
And the fact of the liberty right to be home because of an unsupported lying allegation. I'm telling you right now, he told a lie. And I told the prosecutor my brother stolen me in actuality. First and foremost, he stolen me. But I had no evidence of it. I don't have him on video evidence. He doesn't have me on video evidence to stole him. So we have my brother saying this, me saying this. We don't know what happened in reality. So the dumb cop should never arrest me. Prosecutors should not be moving forward on this. They're moving forward with it. It's already a malicious prosecution on the prosecutor's part. There's no probable cause because there's no evidence here. Bottom line, we don't know what happened. This is violating my due process rights. I'm being deprived of my freedom to be at the house I've been living at for 32 years. The bond order was legally, should have been, never been ordered. Because it's based on, once again, an unsupported lying allegation that has no video evidence, no real evidence to support it. The bond order must be dismissed. I'm supposed to be allowed to go back home where I have a right to be. Doesn't matter how many lies
Okay,
I'm told.
let me tell you your bond conditions, Mr. Martin. You're to appear in court as directed, not, all right, I'll mute you and read them, whether you like them or not. These are your conditions, sir. So I'll just read them into the record and you can choose to listen or not listen. You're to appear in court as directed. You're not to leave the state without permission of the court. You're not to commit any new crimes while released. You're to immediately notify the court of change of address or phone number. Whether you like it or not, you're not to have any contact with Kirk Martin or the residence where he resides and where this original allegation occurred, which is 9074 Clippert in the city of Taylor. Sir, you cannot purchase or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You can't possess or have access to firearms. And you have a $2,000 cash bond. I've noted on the file that you're entitled to this hearing forthwith, so the clerks will give you a date forthwith. And we're all set. Thank you.
All right, everyone, looks like for the foreseeable future, Eric Martin's family can finally catch a break while Eric Martin himself will be enjoying an extended stay at the one and only Mugshot Motel. As for the 2 hearings we just covered, don't worry, I'll keep you posted with any updates as they come in, so make sure you hit that like button. If you enjoyed the video, hit dislike. If you didn't, but don't forget to drop a comment below and subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss any of my content. This is Team Saju Shah.